My name is Jennifer Thomson. I'm Emeritus Professor in the Department of Molecular and Cell Biology at the University of Cape Town. It's very important to test genetically modified crops for environmental safety because environments change and you need to make sure that it's safe in terms of weedy relatives getting resistant to herbicides or things like that. But in terms of food safety, testing for food safety I think has gone overboard, because you need to remember what it is that is being produced in a transgenic plant. It is 1 or 2, maybe 3 extra proteins. When we are testing for safety, we are only testing for proteins. We are only testing to see whether the proteins we have introduced are somehow miraculously different from the proteins that are made by the plant itself. And I, as a scientist, cannot possibly understand how that an amino acid can be different whether it comes from a transgenic gene or from one of the plant's own genes. The antis have stressed that 90-day animal feeding trials are insufficient, that these should be carried out for 2 years. That is flawed scientific logic, because toxicologists for years have used the 90-day test on this particular strain of rats that has been developed genetically, that it is supremely sensitive to any compound that it eats. And so 90 days is the maximum that these rats, they're at their peak of responding to what they're eating. If you leave them for 2 years, they will all get cancer because that's what they have been bred to do. So after 90 days, they're at their peak of their sensitivity. And that's why toxicologists who know about these things, who have been testing compounds like polyurethane and petroleum products that are really harmful, they know that if they treat the animals for 90 days and anything is wrong, that will show up after 90 days. As a scientist who's been working in this field for many years, I can allay the fears of the layperson, because the genes that we introduce are simply producing another protein, and that protein is degraded into amino acids and that can cause no harm.